What can I deduct as a business expense? This is a question I get from friends all the time, and the short answer is a good answer. Anything. The longer answer is still pretty good. It's anything with a legitimate profit motive. Hi, I'm Adam, your ad advisor, here to take complex tax and legal concepts and make them clearer, more accessible, and useful. So yeah, this is a question I get from friends all the time. Hey Adam, can I buy the new iPhone and deduct it as a business expense? Hey Adam, I saw this really cool electric Audi over the weekend that I want to go buy. And can I take that as a business expense? And my answer is generally, are you actually going to use it in your business? Can you make a connection between this purchase and earning some revenue and driving a profit? And if they can tell me yes, then I really say, go for it. Well, I say, get a lawyer, get an accountant, ask them, and go for it. But seriously, it's a very, very lenient rule as long as you're honest about it. The IRS is not in the business of evaluating your business decisions. They really give you a lot of leeway with that, as long as it's legitimate. And the idea of this actually comes from a very fundamental corporate law concept called the business judgment rule. And that business judgment rule basically says that the court is not in the business of evaluating your business decisions. They only get involved if it rises to the level of fraud or self-dealing, but there's a lot of leeway there. And a very fundamental case in this is Schlinsky v. Wrigley, and that is Wrigley from Wrigley Gum from Wrigley Field, and Schlinsky was one of his shareholders. Schlinsky wanted Wrigley to install lights at Wrigley Field, allowing for night games and bringing in more revenue for the team and then increasing his shareholder value. The court throughout this case, citing the business judgment rule, saying that they don't know what other legitimate business reason could be that maybe outweigh night games, such as the reputation of Wrigley being an only daytime park and the legacy or the brand that could create. And that kind of holds true today. The Cubs are really known as one of the few daytime teams. Taking this back to the tax realm, the IRS is not going to disallow an expense because they see it as a bad business decision. If you want to blow up your business that makes $5,000 a year by buying a $50,000 car, that's totally your prerogative if you actually think that there's a legitimate profit motive for this. Companies notoriously drown themselves early in R&D expenses instead of prioritizing revenue, but maybe in the long run, it is a smart profit motive. The IRS isn't gonna call that. They do care about what the actual motivation for the fee is. Like the IRS disallowed some, divorce lawyer fees. And the taxpayer tried to argue that since he risked losing his business in the divorce, then the divorce attorney fees were a legitimate business reason. And maybe, but IRS instead looked to what was the original motive. Where did these fees come from? And the fees came from their bad marriage. And maybe bad marriage, bad business, but it's too attenuated and the IRS isn't gonna go there. So right, if you have a legitimate business purpose for what you want to buy, and especially where we get businesses that are more and more kind of overlapping with lifestyle, it creates a lot of interesting potential and question for these, like this shirt. Okay, I'm not fooling myself, I'm probably not gonna make any revenue off this video, but down the road, building my brand, it makes better profit sense to me if I dress nicely and wear cool watches. Can I deduct these things? It's kind of a gray area there. Maybe I think my viewership goes up if I have this sweet tree. But did I buy this tree for the business? I probably can't say that to the IRS with a straight face, so I probably wouldn't do that. So I hope you found this video entertaining and informative. Feel free to drop a comment with your business expense idea or idea for a next video for me. Really appreciate any likes or subscribes as well. Please just know that if before you make any decision like this, you should consult your own CPA or attorney, and this video is just for educational purposes. Thanks for watching.